before we head out of here, it is Friday. It is the second last time we get to do this all season. That is super sad. I'm not going to lie to you. I went like 0 for 12 last weekend in bets. It was so bad. It was crazy. I mean, I'm pretty sure I was on here talking about how I flipped $50 into like $400 in a matter of like 2 days. And I was loving life and life was great. That depleted so fast that I'm sitting here heading into championship weekend just going, all right, we're going to small bets this week. Tiny bets. I was off on literally everything. Like literally everything. I had a parlay because we picked the winners and everything, and I had a parlay going heading into Buffalo, Kansas City. Could have cashed that parlay out and at least made some money back. Said, nah, we're good. Halftime, the cash out's even bigger. I'm looking at it going, all right, am I holding out for these last $10? And I was like, yeah, we're holding out for these last $10. I picked the Bills, so lost that one. On top of this, I got real cocky. I will say I won one bet, and that was the over of 45.5. But I lost it technically because I got real cocky. I'm at my neighbor's house. We're watching the game. I'm talking to Jillian, and I'm like, yo, 51.5, dude. Easy money. Hit it, was like, oh, that's beautiful. I'm sitting there. She's passed out. We came home for the second half. She's passed out. I'm sitting there at the edge of the bed watching the game. He misses that kick. I yelled so loud that I woke her up. The cats go flying all over the place. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Game ends, 51 points total. Shout out my boy Bass. I hope, I'm not trying to add to a rough weekend that guy has had, but you did lose me a couple of bucks there in the meantime, so appreciate that. And then I watched it back. I don't know if you rewatched that kick, but there was absolutely no wind. I'm almost positive the NFL was rigged and they knew what I was doing. I have a conspiracy theory that they're in my group chats and they're making sure that I was losing that one. And it was,
definitely. Roger Goodell watches this podcast. He knows exactly what you're picking now.
I think Vegas does. I think they're locked into our phones and they're like, all right, a lot of people are looking for 51.5 right now. No doubt. We're going 50. It's the Buffalo Wild Wings commercials. That's what it is.
True.
Anyways, let's try to make up this weekend. Try my hardest here. Lions, 49ers, Ravens, Chiefs, two big ones. Again, if you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, Ravens Chiefs is going to be tough. It's at a point where it's like rooting for Tom Brady or the Baltimore Ravens. It's essentially what they're looking at. And if you are a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, which I grew up in that situation, it was never fun. You were never sitting there going, man, can't believe I have to root for Tom Brady right now. This is terrible. That's where the Steelers fans are currently. We'll start with that game. Ravens, Chiefs, or Chiefs at Ravens, I should say. 4.5 point spread. Baltimore heading into this one. Who you got?
Well, to me, this one is not as difficult. I mean, I guess it's because I didn't grow up a Steelers fan, but I'm rooting for the Ravens. Like, I like the Ravens. Not just like
That's
as a team. I think.
Say.
Right. Sorry, I apologize. I got to remember where I am. That 4.5 number is kind of big, but I still think I got to ride with the Ravens at home. They're my Super Bowl pick, I guess I would say. I don't know. I never planted that flag, but I kind of thought they were the team to beat coming into the playoffs. And so I got to stick with them. I'm going with the Ravens -4 at home. I like that one.
All right. Even with the Chiefs, like keep it. You don't think they're going to keep it close? You thinking it's over? It's over, like pretty much a touchdown spread.
Yeah, 4 is close. I mean, I think it's it's a touchdown. It's 6 points. It's like the Chiefs are going to have the ball. I feel like with under 2 minutes left and a chance to win the game. I'll put it that way.
Okay. I like, and you're not saying Mahomes gets it done. That's a big call, my friend. That is a big call.
I mean, he almost didn't get it done. I mean, he's played one road playoff game in his life, and he almost didn't he shouldn't have gotten it done. Like if we're being real, like he didn't do enough to win that game, quite honestly. He got some help. So that's what
I know.
saying.
My group chat, my text messages are the reason that he won that game. I'm fully aware of that one. You're even rooting against Jason Kelce, shirtless Jason Kelce, which I don't think he's going to be welcomed. I don't think the welcome is going to be as warm in Baltimore if he's shirtless screaming for a Chiefs touchdown as it would be in Buffalo. I think it's a dangerous move. If we're being 100% honest, I would not do that if I was Jason Kelce. That being said, I'm going to take the Chiefs 4.5. I think I'm picking the Ravens to win. I think the Ravens are going to win, but I do think it's closer than 4.5. I think it's a right down to the wire 3-point game, 2-point game, 1 point. Like it is a it is a right there type of situation. I don't think the Chiefs lose playoff games if they aren't close. The Chiefs don't lose playoff games in general, so I have a hard time saying they're going to lose one by nearly a touchdown. I'm saying 4.5. I think I still pick the Ravens to win, but I'm saying Chiefs, and that one's tough. But I think if we're going to be honest, and I might get a lot of hate for this, there is a part of me, and once that game starts, everything changes. Because I felt the same way last week. I was on the phone with my dad, and I was like, I don't know, man. I think like there's a part of me that's like, I think Lamar deserves a ring. Like it would be cool to get him a ring. And then that game started, and I was like, man, this sucks. Like there's no part of me that feels good watching this game and watching the Ravens just run up the score on CJ Stroud and the Houston Texans. Just couldn't do it. So I think I'm feeling good about the Ravens, and there might be a part of me that's like a little happy, but I don't know. We'll see when that game starts. The other side of this, Detroit Lions at San Francisco 49ers. People are laughing, saying, oh, well, Detroit, you were saying this before the podcast. Detroit plays in a dome. They play San Francisco is a dome. It's an outside dome. It's 85 degrees and sunny at all times. That is perfect weather conditions. The 49ers, they had a 10-point spread last week. I fell for it. They got a 7.5-point spread this one over Detroit, who, I mean, man, dude, Dan Campbell, if Eminem walks out with them, you better put a lot of money on the Detroit Lions. What do you got here? 7.5 San Francisco 49ers hosting the Detroit Lions.
I'm riding with America's team, the Detroit Lions,
yes, sir.
Man. That is,
yes,
I'm a Lions fan. I will be rocking my blue. I'm all in on the Lions. I love the Lions, just top to bottom. I feel like they have cool players. I love their coach, and I think they're good. Like they're just playing good. Like we can stop talking about them as just fun, and they're just a playing good team.
Yep.
And this is a team that has gone on the road to Kansas City and won there. Like they are not going to be intimidated by good home environment, good environments. So and that 7.5 number, whew, if it was 6.5,
that's deep.
I'd look at it differently. But that's 7.5. Whew, give me that. Yeah. Give me that. Lions 7 plus 7.5. I'm all about it.
Yeah, I 100% riding with that one. No doubt about it. I love the Lions. Everybody loves the Lions. Nobody doesn't love the Lions. I got a hard time thinking that Detroit fans are not flying out to San Francisco for this one. Like I got a hard time thinking, and we saw, like you weren't there at the home opener. I was. I saw firsthand San Francisco fans. They fill stadiums. That is a fan base if I've ever seen one. This is different for Detroit, man. This is different. I expect them to show up. I expect the Lions to play hard. Even if they lose, which I think I'm going America's team here, and I think the San Francisco 49ers did not look good last week, and you could say that's Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers. Nah, I think it was a little bit of the 49ers just not looking good. Detroit, man, they always look good, and I think they're going to pull this one out.
And the Lions are just basically the Packers, except they're better. Like they have better talent on offense. Defense a little suspect, but I mean they make big plays. Like that's what I was gonna say. They
come turnovers. Up big when you need them to come up big.
Yeah. Give me the Lions, man. Give me the Lions. They got this. I'm taking Lions outright. Man. I came so close to getting the Packers money line last week. So I'm going with it again. NFC North versus the 49ers. I'm riding with them.
Yeah, the reason you didn't get the Packers money line last week is because I also took the Packers money line last week. So I won't do that this week. I will take the 7.5. I'm going Detroit Lions plus 7.5 over the 49ers. I'm feeling real good about that one. Hopefully we're right this week. Ravens, Lions, Super Bowl. You fall for the Super Bowl colors of the Super Bowl logo or whatever? You think that's a real thing?
Oh, I did see that. I mean, I don't know. The evidence is there. The proof is in the pudding. So maybe I do have to fall for it.
That would stink. That would be a boring Super Bowl. Boring. I'd go 49ers, but
49ers, Ravens.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I think it would. It'd be the two.
Like, oh yeah, and then you're like, oh yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, it would be like the two best teams in the league, which is a little bit of an anticlimactic conclusion. But I mean, I bet it'd be a good game.
It would be, and I'd be going hard 49ers. So, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Yeah. All right. With that said, hopefully we're right. Hopefully I don't go 0-10 this week. Hopefully my bank account does not take a big L this weekend, and neither do the Detroit Lions.